Well, we will look into these disappearances, and I think together we can all pool knowledge and research and methodology to try to get to the bottom of this scarily accurate Armageddon prophecy.
Indeed, I look forward to us working together, just like old times.
Just like old times.
I think with that, I am going to retire upstairs. I have had a long day and I have a lot to do tomorrow. Luis is going to exit back upstairs. Katrine is going to stand and follow shortly after. She's going to turn to Mareigh and she's going to say, "It's real nice to have you here, Mareigh. I think we got a pretty good future together. So, looking forward to it."
I'm glad to see you're well, Katrine. Glad things worked out for you.
They're on the up. My family's all dead, and I'm pretty wealthy now, so it's really all we can ever hope for, right?
One day
Here.
One day for me, but my older brother bastards kept having kids.
That's too bad. Well, we can't all be so lucky. You have a good night, Mareigh. You should probably feed your pet. It looks hungry over there.
His name's Dandelion.
His name is Dandelion, and he's perfectly well fed. He's actually on a diet.
She gestures to Kaspar. Actually,
I know she does. That's why I gestured to Dandelion.
Yeah,
because he's really our pet.
Yeah,
Kaspar's sort of one of those dogs that they never let inside, and Dandelion's a little white dog with shit in its eyes.
No, he's
a barn cat, and Dandelion is one of those fucking fancy feast ass bitches.
He's a little Shih Tzu with a top knot.
Oh my god!
With gunk in its eyes.
Yes.
Before Clarice heads upstairs, she says, "I'm sorry we don't have additional lodgings currently at the moment, but you're more than welcome to set up here downstairs, and if there's anything that you need, just let me know, okay?"
You don't think my big-ass tent's going to get in the way?
Why would you?
You could just let your bed roll out. You don't need... if you'd like...
Please don't pitch a tent in the living room. We're not poor.
All right, well, I guess I'll just change in front of everybody then.
There is the bathroom, the
unfinished bathroom is right there.
Have a door, that's true. Off we go then.
Whatever makes you comfortable, Mr. Kilton, you're welcome to use at your leisure. So, thank you.
How unfinished is the bathroom? Is this essentially just a private suite for the time being?
If it's like kind of
It's a closet,
unfinished,
dude.
closet basically.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but it's still it's like the private bedroom here. It is like 10 feet by 15 feet. That's a pretty goddamn big closet.
Yeah, it's pretty sizable. You get the impression that
They're probably installing a full bathroom, like bath, sink,
toilet.
Sleeps in there for the night. God.
Wood floor, put
Yeah.
the bedroll down, get a little privacy for the first time in a while.
Every inch of this house is bugged, right?
Oh, privacy from you guys. We're living on the road,
Well, I guess since Kilton took the room already, I'll just take this couch chair over here. That looks quite comfortable.
Damn it, I forgot about the couch. That would have been way more comfortable than a bedroll in a bathroom. What was I thinking?
Were you thinking?
Kind of odd they don't have guest rooms built yet, considering who's going to be
it's that
attending their
odd.
party. But I guess they're not expecting many overnight visitors these days.
Yeah, it's not a
only lived
sleepover.
here,
Let's
like-
not. Yeah.
Yeah,
Modern-
3 months,
yes.
right?
Modern mages are overly reliant on teleportation technology, I feel.
All we gotta do is hook up with one of them. We get to sleep in a real big bed.
Ugh.
You know,
I imagine if they want to hook up, though, they'll come find us. It's not like a we go and initiate kind of thing.
please don't. I feel a little weird about you sleeping with my schoolmates.
Why? They're all older than me. And also, I'm married. Come on.
How we
Why
forget?
did you bring it up?
I'm sleeping on the floor.
You do that every night.
Thinking about a bed. Yes. I didn't last night, actually. We were in
Kelton will
the
whore
inn,
himself
but
out to sleep in a
I
bed.
will not.
He's
Not
the
if I
opposite
get there
of-
first, Kilton.
You will get there first. I was planning, well, maybe, someone wants to hook up and then I go have performance issues and just awkwardly sleep off to the side of the bed or something.
Dandelion, if I won't stop you, but I would not waste your time with Katrine. She's not your type.
Also, be careful if you step foot through any strange portals.
I mean, I'm all about strange portals, but
Oh,
you know.
God.
God, why?
Emphasis. on
It's
the-
not the first time I've heard that joke, but it's never
Fuck,
gets any
that's
better.
You know what? My
Yeah,
friends thought
stick
that was
to-
very funny when I told it to them in Toussaint. So
Do you know what's
You know,
what's not
stick to
funny? You know what's
ballads.
not funny? Do you know what's not funny, Dandelion? Is decapitation via the portal. Have you ever seen that happen? I have. It's not pretty. Portal magic is terrifying. I will be the first to admit I don't care for it. It's a necessity to learn eventually, but I've been putting it off for decades. Ugh.
I'll just leave it at that. I could say more, but I won't. So
Please.
Don't stick your dick in a portal. Oh gods.
Stick my dick in the portal.
If you're going... Oh, God. So I'm your pet now.
You're not my pet.
You know, Kaspar, I'm surprised. I thought you said that you didn't care about the impression you left on the sorceresses.
You know, the amount of times that you say, Kaspar, I'm surprised, is starting to get a little weary.
Well, but I believed you. I believed you when you chastised me for trying to not come off a particular way. And you spent a lot of energy interrupting, making it so clear that you were disapproving of their way of life.
How is that surprising to you?
You said you didn't care. But you really wanted to make sure that they knew what your opinion was.
There's a difference between voicing your opinion and caring what people think about said opinion. I get angry when people talk out their ass. I don't appreciate people putting on airs. I don't like playing games. These women don't actually care about the people and children going missing surrounding them. They just don't want their party ruined. I hate that every thought takes 15 sentences to get through. I hate that they smile when they're not happy. The smiles never reach their eyes. I hate the way they keep themselves. Everything they do is a lie, right down to their appearance. So I don't care what they think, but they disgust me.
Well, I think they're pretty hospitable myself, but difference of opinion. Good night, Kaspar.
Emotional coloration aside, he's not wrong. Modern magehood is built on artifice, deception, and self-preservation. It's what we're taught from the time we're 7 to time we're adults, and every day is a reinforcement of that. Friendship only lasts as long as what you can be gained from the other. We all know this. We all recognize it. Doesn't stop us from forming genuine connections, but it also doesn't blind us to the fact that it's combat. It's just a different kind than what we're used to seeing.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
If you had paid any attention to me beyond your own prejudices of mages in the 20 years that we've known each other, you wouldn't be surprised. I was very good at my job when I worked for the Cintron Throne. I was very, very good at my job. But I was tired. I was tired of everything that Kaspar said is endemic to magehood. I decided I have only one life to live, however long it's going to be. I'm going to spend it on my terms, learning the things that I want to learn. It often puts me at odds with my classmates and my colleagues. But we're at a unique crossroads where we need each other. Because this is, I think, bigger than mage versus non-mage, witchers versus normal people. This is existential. Death comes for us all in the end. It just seems that it's coming a lot quicker, and we'd like to stop it. So you may not like their methods, and you may not like their moralities, but they're just as scared of what's happening as we are. They just never say it.
I don't believe fear to be a great unifier. It's usually a divider. And I take umbrage with one of the things you said. I have paid attention to you, Mareigh, in the long time that we've known each other. I wasn't surprised that you thought that. I was surprised that you would voice it.
There's only 6 months to live. There's no use in playing. There's no long-term benefit to keeping up the ruse, keeping up good appearances. But if this can be solved, if this can be subverted through collaboration and unification, I'm willing to take that as a chance. I'm a mage of my own class, and for better or for worse. That's always how I've lived. It's how I'd like to continue to live. And I did mean what I said to, what's her name? Their names are so Louise. I want to believe that Louise has the future of magic. Magic's best interest at heart. Leaving away scheming and politicking and returning to academia. Returning to discovery, innovation. I want to believe that, and I'd like to fight for a future where she has the chance to do that. Where we all have the chance to do that.
I don't believe that there's ever been a time where... I don't believe you can go back to something that was never indicative of the craft. I believe that as long as there has been sorcerers, as long as there have been academics, there is no way to fully take them out of scheming and politics.
Oh, but the enemy of achievement is perfection. I'm not saying it'll be utopia overnight, or even in the farthest future. But it does you no good to just stand around and mourn the impossibility of it all.
Don't you specifically crave perfection, Mareigh Moon?
I used to. Back when I thought it was a thing that could be achieved. I crave results. Satisfaction.
As do I.
You may not believe in power of people being able to change, Kaspar, or systems being able to change. But I still have a little bit of hope. And I'm going to put what I've got into it.
I never said that I don't believe that people can change. I just believe the things that are done mar you forever.
They don't define you.
I think they do.
Agree to disagree.
The things I've done, specifically scar my body. I remember every person I've killed, every monster I've slain.
Do you remember every person you've helped? Do you remember every good meal you've had? Do you remember every coin you've tossed a beggar to? We carry with us the things that we feel are important. We wear them. They wear on us. I hope you can find some more pleasant things to carry with you.
Figure out a way to cure me of my specific affliction, and maybe I will be able to.
It's always been the goal, hasn't it? That's why I can't let the apocalypse happen.
That's why I have to be in a house full of mages. Exactly.
We all have to do unpleasant things to get the things that we want, Kaspar. At least some of the time. You know how terrified I was talking to that old witcher back in Kaer. Frightened out of my wits' end.
One old witcher is infinitely less dangerous than a room full of relatively young sorceresses.
I wouldn't call us relatively young. We're solidly adults. Solidly adult mages. It's so eerie how young they look. They don't look any different than the last time I saw them. And they don't look any different from the day we parted ways at graduation. It's preference. Just not mine.
What about you? You chose an age that is specifically not too old, I'm assuming.
Yes, that entirely has to do with my previous employer and the reason why I left being a court mage. I was done being an object to be ogled over and groped at. Pretty women turn heads. No one throws a second glance to a middle-aged woman. It makes it easier for people to trust me. Makes it easier for me to seem like I know what I'm talking about than some fresh-faced savant with the knowledge of the ancients.
There's been many a time where I wish I could just be an ornament to be ogled at. A lapdog or a cat. A thing to carry around, maybe.
A bird in a cage. It's not all that it's cracked up to be, believe me. I speak from experience. I'd rather be free and hated than constrained and admired.
I would love to be admired just once. Restrained or no. I think with that, Kaspar just kind of goes, he like sets, kind of is like leaned against the wall. He's just gonna kind of like sleep kind of like tucked in between these tables.
Eat a piece of cake with no frosting.
No, I was thinking more of like that bit from Utana where she's just like crouched between two desks. He's just like crouched, like he's way too tall to be like crouched the way he is. He's just like laying like that. Like a dead spider, just but I feel like he could sleep anywhere. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Alright. Go to bed. Write in my journal, go to bed. Sleepy time.
Journal. What does Mareigh write in her journal?
Impressions. Basically, like summarizes the conversation that they had, so she doesn't lose any of the information, and then just personal reflections of like, oh God, it's been so long since I've seen these girls. They are so different, but so very much the same. Musings about the stagnation of things. Stagnation. Worst fear.
As the group settles in for the evening, after their ruminations, the cozy, but it maybe not most luxurious downstairs lodge, everyone's able to kind of find a spot to get a night's sleep here, and you awaken in the morning. Anything that you'd like to do before they give you the directions? You see that the town they mentioned, Riverbend, is a little bit further north, but lower elevation. So Highwatch is sort of on, the upper side. Yeah, it's like if you've ever been over to like the east side of the Sierra, where there's just like the mountains go straight up, somewhere like Mammoth Lakes, kind of like it's up on the side of the mountain, kind of looking out over this valley. And so Riverbend is a little bit further up near the river, and maybe a half day to a day's travel with the horses and carts and everything. So if you want to set out that way, or if there's anything else you'd like to do here as the day begins.
Kilton, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Might be advantageous for us to enter Riverbend and not under the guise of traveling merchants, but as a air of legitimacy. Bring some things to trade.
Well, yes. I wouldn't call that a guise.
Because it's what you do. It's what you do.
Yes, and nor would I call it an air of legitimacy. It is legitimacy. Commerce is, especially in the north, the lifeblood of society.
I'm not quite aware of what goes on, how much personal information or information gathering you do while selling and trading.
Not at all.
Saying leads to my question: if we were to go into this town to trade, do you think you could gather some information from the people that you trade with around the disappearances or adjacent to them?
Are the people in this town going to teach us basic arithmetic? Which seeds not to eat? Yes, of course.
I was just didn't need the sarcasm. It was just
No. You should know. You're a mage. It's a cover.
yes.
You don't just say, I'm going to gather intel. You say these people have nothing to offer, and then they try to prove it.
Exactly.
No, we know plenty. I know that, 3 times 3 is 9, and the neighbor's kid got cursed by the comet.
Mm. What do you think a town like Riverbend would care for? Got to make you a profit after all.
Well, anything named after the geography of where it is and not after a person is typically just alcohol. Is what they'll buy. If you live in a place that's so unremarkable, it's named after a thing that is common in many towns.
Not much going on there.
Yes.
I remember.
Kilton, I believe you have what is your business skill? You have one that you can let's see.
Well informed.
Maybe it's a spy or a whatever criminal skill, not a merchant skill.
I can.
Oh yes, you're well connected.
Well connected, yes.
Go ahead and give us a well-connected check for when you went through Tanserville. This is more to kind of who you maybe networked there and got a feel for the kind of area around.
Nice. I'm going to throw 2 luck into this. I'm going to throw all my luck into it, actually.
Nice, a 23. All right, so when you were staying in Tanserville for the night that you passed through, you met with a local merchant who you struck up a conversation with, and her name was Altun, and you learned a little bit about some of the trading that she does around here, and she mentioned Riverbend as kind of one of the local spots that's kind of a pass-through little community, mostly farming and just a kind of rural town without much going on. She also noted that there is the Bartok Barrow Mine, which is a little bit further, even further into the valley here. And this is one of the main kind of income sources for a lot of the areas around here. So a lot of these smaller villages like Riverbend, when their workers don't have things to do, they'll send them to the mine to try and make a living.
The peasants crave the mines. The peasants yearn for the mines.
And then lastly, the other town that she mentioned that she's actually from and where she was heading back to when she was staying in Tanserville is Saints Crossing, which is a little bit across the valley towards the east and is kind of a connecting town that leads further, it's on the road towards Caedwyn and stuff again. So those are kind of a couple of the communities that are around the area.
Excellent.
And Saints Crossing is like a medium-sized town.
I should have bought pants in Tanserville. That's how you make money off miners. You sell them pants,
Blue jeans.
and tools. Yeah, anybody could buy, alcohol. I guess anybody could sell alcohol, but you're not getting into a bar without a pair of pants. Typically,
You could try to make like a cordial by putting
What's your
berries
lady?
into the alcohol and then like upping the price because it's a cordial instead of just an alcohol.
I don't make shit. Unless you have like a big jug of
Hilton of
juice for me to
Spala
mix.
does not doctor his products.
No, I do. I don't make new things.
You don't expend effort to doctor them for the better.
I don't mix two things together. If I'm doctoring, it's shaving something off.
Coin shaving.
I'm keeping part of my thing. I'm not adding two things together. That's what craftsmen do.
Do you want to then go back to Tanserville, pick up some things to sell, and then go?
Is it on the way?
It would be a double back a little bit,
No,
but
not worth it. I'll sell them booze.
You know what we could do? Speaking of combining things together, who today is going to be putting themselves into a more risky situation? Or who wants extra points for rolling?
It's not me.
we'll be doing a lot of human perception stuff, right? Like probably doing a lot of discernment of like human behavior.
I will probably be not participating that much in this endeavor.
I need you to hold the booze.
I will hold the booze. I am strong.
I will save blood and bones for another day then.
Does that just last until the end of the day?
Yes.
There's no harm in casting it.
Yeah, if you're giving it away, I won't say no to it.
It's a harm in casting it because if it's a failure, then I can't use it on whoever it failed on for a week.
Oh,
wow.
So we'll save
Fuck.
So we'll save it for later.
Okay.
Kaspar's going to ask the group. He's gonna kind of like, as we're all getting ready to head out, does anybody have any colored glasses? Things that obscure the eyes?
Could have bought some in Tanserville.
No, but I could loan you my hood.
Yeah, regular glasses.
I have regular glasses, but I rely on them a lot.
You have an extra pair.
I'm not very liquid right now. Is that what business people call it?
Not very flush right now.
I'll buy a pair of glasses in the town, hopefully.
I wish to not make an impression as a witcher.
I'll ask one of the I'll ask Katrine or Clarice. I'll ask for saying it's for myself. I won't say it's for you.
I have a backup plan if that fails.
Say I'll do the typical Mareigh thing and say I need this thing for a plan and not elaborate, as I was wont to do when we were younger. Quick, I need a bucket of glue, 16 feathers, and a stick of dynamite. And you can't ask me why.
Wile E. Coyote-ass endeavors.
Yes.
Yes. You make the request to Clarice, and she goes downstairs to her laboratory area. You hear some tinkering and the sound of some magic thrumming, and she returns
You're gonna make me some glasses.
20 minutes later, half an hour later, with a lovely pair of some nice round spectacles.
Round dark spectacles. Thank you, dear. Much appreciated.
Of course. If there's anything else, just let me know.
Of course. We'll be off. I'm not quite sure when we'll be returning, but hopefully it's soon.
She's so sweet. I wish I wasn't obligated character-wise to hate her guts.
She's just a little nerd. She's just a little chemistry nerd.
Yeah, it's the mean girls and the nerd is. The vibe.
Yeah.
I should do.
That's the name of
It's
this
like
episode.
dichotomy.
No, I don't think we talk to them enough.
Clarice is sweet. All right. After Clarice goes back, I hand them to Kaspar. Hope they fit your head all right.
Do they fit?
Yeah, they're like
There's
a
sunglasses.
kind of wireframe, bendable enough that you can fit them on. Adjust them to your face shape.
Nice. My backup plan was to put a burlap sack over your head, and if anybody asks, just say he's horribly ugly. Trust me, it's
That
better,
didn't,
it's
hey, that
better
didn't
this
work in
way.
Flapjack. I don't think it would work here.
It didn't work in Flapjack. Man, you're right. All right, I have a plan that will work beyond the glasses. I'm going to call it a warrior's debt. So I could have two guys carry the wine.
All right.
Oh my
You're
god,
Let's say
I
I just,
know a
like,
guy. Don't worry, I know a
just
guy.
gambled with somebody in Tanserville
Oh,
and like how he
dang.
owes me.
You have level 5 in Warrior's Debt? Nice.
Yeah, I'm not diversifying this time around. I'm just going straight Hawker.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Straight hawker.
I have 6, 5, and 5 in my profession skills.
I'm still diversifying, but not nearly as much as I was last time.
Straight up, like the other two were just like options is good, but like Rookery. Well, Rookery was good. I liked what's his name, the little kid we had, the urchin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What
He's
was
like
his
running
name?
around spying for me and
Oh my
shit.
God.
I forget.
Our little
Like little
Gavroche.
Timmy or some shit.
Kilton, go ahead and so you recall from your travels that there was a fairly reliable security guard or security person who had worked for you or worked with you at some point, and something in the back of your mind clicks and you recall that they actually ended up moving to Saints Crossing and could be there to pay a debt that maybe they owe you.
I'll send word on with somebody heading that way. Like medieval messages are off to do. I'll kick a crown to whoever's taking the letter to.
One of the
going there
messengers
anyway.
that passes by. So they'll be able to meet you either on the road or wherever you'd like. If you want to come up with whoever you want that to be between now
I'll
and next
figure that
session,
out.
then we can make them a.
Gonna get a guy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I should have saved my luck. Oh well. Okay, maybe not the best guy, but he's a guy. Or who knows who it is, but 20.
Not too bad, yeah. Split your roll between the 3 sections. Oh,
Yeah,
there's a table.
So that's on the,
right.
Yeah,
I was
there's
like,
a table. I essentially. Oh man, it's not gonna be very good. Or I guess I could go really smart, really strong, no weapons and armor.
that may not be a bad idea, just because then he's a local, so he might be able to vouch for you and stuff more. And if you're not planning to kill everybody, then it could be useful to have kind of a local diplomat.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be killing people.
Diplomatic
in this
mission.
town.
I'm good enough at killing people. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'll go 9 int for sure.
Oh, does the number you roll on the dice?
It's not direct, so there's like
It's a table.
It's like a point buy kind of thing. There's
Okay.
attack and defense, there's intelligence, and there's weapons and armor. And 9 int costs 10, 5 int costs 5, and then 3
Neat.
int costs 2.
That's really cool.
I think I have to pick one from each though, so it'll be 4, 10, 6.
Yeah, I'm not nearly diversifying as much. I should put more stuff into these.
A traveler from Zeracania who is, I don't know, retired here or something. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, just send me the details and I'll get that set up before our next session. So, well, I think that actually is a excellent spot as you set out in the morning light. It's crisp and cold out here in the high altitude, but the sun is shining. It rises over the valley in the distance, and you are able to set out heading along the road towards Riverbend and the other communities around here. You meet a passing villager or delivery messenger who rides ahead with a toss of a crown from Kilton to deliver the debt notice of debt repayment, and that is where we shall pick up next time.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! We met the sorceresses, and I love them.